Hi everyone, this is Jenny Gao, and I'm here to introduce an app that enables party animals and diners to find designated driver to drive their cars home when they're drunk. I first find out this app's idea from my real life troubles. I'm like other LA party animals and diners. I encounter difficulties of driving my own car back home when I'm drinking too much. Therefore, I designed this app. And my target audience are people who age 21 and above with a driver's license. They live in LA and owns a car. And they constantly dine in restaurants and party outside with friends. And the reason why they choose to use my app will be they want to avoid overnight parking fee and tickets or having their car towed late at night. Then I conduct user interviews and first find 6 possible target audience. And after interviewing them in real person, I found out that 100% of them encounter the same troubles I have. And before the app was brought out, 50% of them choose to use Uber or Lyft, go back home. And 33% of them ask a close one, like a sister or a brother or a girlfriend, to pick them up. And 17% of them said they drive themselves back home anyway, no matter how drunk they are. Then, in order to investigate the market more, I conduct a competitive analysis. And I find out that in LA, my direct competitors are iDrive and Driver. In the same time, there's also a very fast-growing market in China. Didi and Yidaijia are the apps with millions of Chinese users. And let's talk more about Didi, the most threatening direct competitors. It has a really broad service area for over 550 million users across Asia, Pacific, Latin America, and Russia. And the pros of Didi is it has driver's background check and also have safety features to protect the audience. But the con is it has really limited number of drivers. The second one is Uber. You can see Uber is the most popular ride-sharing app that people use nowadays. It provides multiple rideshare options and instant route adjustment, but people prefer Lyft as it's cheaper than Uber, and also people are afraid their account will be stolen through Uber's fraudulent account system. And then I find out the opportunities and recommendations of my business model. And I also establish a business plan to set the cost of one service of Happy Drinker to be around $50 with tips option. Then let me just be a user and introduce how the app works. First, I'm Allison and I drink a lot in the party. And after party, I find out I'm too drunk and cannot drive my car back home. Then I open the app and locate my location through the location button, and then the app will instantly match me with a local designated driver Alexa, and I can see her ID, and I can also see an emergency service button. And then when my designated driver Alexa arrives, I can give my car key to her, and then Alexa will drive me back home safely. And afterwards, I can decide how much to tips her and enjoy a really good night's sleep. As you can see from the storyboard, we have 3 key features, and the most important one is the emergency service. Users can contact the police immediately by clicking this safety button when they detect danger. And here is my prototype, and you can see a more integrated one by clicking on the link. And then I think I need to broaden my research, and I therefore conduct an online research study. And I use Craigslist to recruit all my participants, and I pay $10 to put this app under the creative gig section. And there are 12 participants responded to my ad, and I used Zoom and Venmo to confront them and also to pay them the fee. And you can see the prototype demo that I designed for their interviews. After the interviews, I learned a lot. I think at least 50% of people would agreed on my business idea, but instead 100% of people would think this is a really good idea. And 80% of them are not shy, or they would like to reveal their car information to the app. And also 80% of the interviewees also think it is necessary to show designated driver's ID number on the app. They suggest that it better be a driver's license ID. Then after the finding, I have validated my problem hypothesis, my value proposition. But my business model got invalidated because only 40% of the interviewees were willing to pay $50 for this service. They would rather to pay $40 or lower. Then to deepen my study, I conduct advertising campaign through Facebook ad. And I developed two campaigns. One is target on audience living in downtown LA, the other one living in Santa Monica. And I gained some really interesting insights, and I found out that people who are male are more responsive to my ad. And here is the landing page that the ad will lead them to. As people click on the app store button or the Android app button, I will know that the number that people be interested in my app. And the advertising result surprisingly averaged. People in downtown LA and Santa Monica have a similar responding rate and similar conversion according to the data. And I learned that people in more rural area, like they are not living as concrete as downtown area, are also really willing to use designated driving app, even though they might live a little far from the restaurants. And here is the conclusion of my project. I learned a lot by researching, interviewing, creating prototypes, and running campaigns. And I will revise my prototype based on these findings and analysis. And I also want to give thanks to my professor, Jamie Levy, to lead my whole project and give me very valuable advice. Thank you so much. And thank you guys.